Hello, Anime Rangers. It begins in fire. A battlefield consumed by destruction, warships blotting out the sky like dark giants, and in the center of it all stands a man who commands the world's terror, the Tyrant King. King. He's ruthless, he's invincible, and he's feared by all. He once ruled galaxies, struck down his enemies without mercy, and yet, no matter how high you rise, even the mightiest cannot escape the end. But this isn't the end. Not by a long shot. No, it's the start of something new. Something unexpected. The Tyrant King awakens, not as a ruler, not as a man, but as a crying, squirming baby in a brand new world. Picture this. One moment he's conquering realms, the next he's throwing a fit in a crib. His first thought? What is this? A prank? Two faces peer down at him. Alice and Reynolds, his new parents. And if he could speak, he'd probably tell them to get lost. A king reduced to diapers. I mean, come on, if this was happening to anyone, it's hard not to laugh at the humiliation. But here's the kicker. His pride doesn't let go so easily. He gets a new name, Arthur. Sounds humble enough, right? But he still hates this body. He hates needing help. He hates everything about this new existence. But as time passes, something happens that changes him. These people, Alice and Reynolds, they don't need him to conquer anything. They're not looking for power or glory. They just want to care for him. They love him, not because he's the Tyrant King, but simply because he's their son. And for Arthur, that's something he's never had before. This world isn't just different. It's magical. His dad, Reynolds, punches through solid rock like it's nothing. His mom, she can heal wounds with a single touch. They're strong, yes, but they use their strength for good, not to dominate or instill fear. And Arthur starts to wonder, maybe, just maybe, he could do the same. At barely 2 years old, Arthur is already sneaking out of his crib, flipping through books like a tiny scholar. He's unraveling the rules of mana, like some child prodigy. But here's the thing, mana is the lifeblood of this world. Arthur isn't like other kids, though. While most wait until puberty to even use magic, Arthur, he's an outlier. And what happens when you combine raw talent, stubbornness, and a dash of reckless ambition? Chaos. Arthur, in his usual style, explodes. Literally. One day, mana bursts out of him like an unstoppable force, tearing through the house, sending his parents scrambling in a panic. Alice and Reynolds rush in, thinking the worst. But when the dust settles, they find him floating, glowing, his tiny form suspended in midair like something out of a legend. But the roof's collapsing. And you know what they do? They don't hesitate. Alice throws herself over Arthur to shield him, and Reynolds, he catches the debris with his bare hands. These aren't just parents. They're heroes in their own right, and for the first time in his life, Arthur feels something. Something beyond power. This isn't fear. This isn't loyalty born from strength. This is love, and it shifts everything. Time passes. Arthur grows, physically, emotionally. He's training with his dad now, and Reynolds wants him to try the gauntlets. But Arthur, he's always been a sword kind of guy. He slices through mock battles, dances around his father's strikes with speed and precision, and before long, Reynolds knows his son's become too powerful. It's time to bring in a real teacher. But Alice? She's not ready. He's just 4. He's still her baby. The world can wait. And yet, Arthur, ever the problem solver, comes up with the best solution. He turns to his mom and asks the one question that changes everything. Why not come with me? And just like that, the adventure begins. The old adventuring friends show up, the twin horns. Adam, the spear-wielding leader with a grin that can cut through steel. Angela, the woman who hugs like she could crush a boulder. Duden, the gentleman with a heart of gold. Jasmine, the silent ninja who could kill you without you even knowing. And Helen, the sharpshooter who never misses. It's a motley crew, but each one brings something unique to the table. The journey's long and dangerous, but Arthur's got a solid team. Even a band of wolves attacking in broad daylight can't break their stride. But that night, Adam challenges Arthur to a spar. Now, Arthur's fast. He's really fast. But he's still a kid, and Adam's going full throttle. Arthur zips around with mana-powered footwork, barely keeping up, and almost slips once or twice. His small body can't handle the heavy hits, but he still proves his worth. Jasmine, ever the observant one, asks Arthur to teach her that footwork. It's not flattery, it's respect. And for a kid like Arthur, that's all the validation he needs. She even gives him a carved knife, a silent token of appreciation. It's quiet, subtle, but meaningful. But not everything is as it seems. Alice's behavior starts to shift. She's not eating. She's holding her stomach, and before long it hits them. She's pregnant. Arthur's going to be a big brother. The world seems perfect. But then, trouble strikes. Bandits. Helen spots them too late. They come in droves, overwhelming even the seasoned team. The bandit leader talks about women and children like they're commodities to be traded. Slavery isn't just a concept here. It's a reality. Reynolds gets injured. He tells Arthur, his voice steady but urgent, "Take your mom. Run." Arthur wants to fight. He has to fight. But there's no time. He's forced to flee. Except that doesn't go as planned. A bandit mage knocks him off a cliff, sending him plummeting into the abyss. As he falls, Arthur throws Jasmine's knife at the bandit mage's feet, a message that even death won't silence him. You may kill me, but you won't get my mother. Then, darkness. Arthur wakes up in a cave, and for a moment he thinks he's alone, but then he sees her, a massive, terrifying beast. Sylvia, a dragon in disguise, watching over him, healing his wounds, feeding him. Sylvia's ancient. She's wise, and in her presence, Arthur begins to understand a deeper truth. She shows him a vision. His parents are alive, the bandits are gone, and the world's moving on without him. He's been unconscious for days, maybe even weeks. Then Sylvia offers him something extraordinary, a chance to learn mana in a completely new way. Not the rigid, structured human techniques, but the way of mana beasts, a more natural, more fluid connection to magic. But before she trains him, she asks him one simple question. What will you do with this power? Arthur's old self, the Tyrant King, wants to rise again. He answers, I'll kill anyone who threatens me. But Sylvia shuts him down. Hard. No, I won't train someone ruled by vengeance. She reminds him that she could have killed him at any time, but she chose mercy. This is real strength. Arthur has a moment of clarity. The king, the destroyer, he can't be that anymore. He changes his answer, I want to protect the ones I love. And with that, the training begins. No shortcuts, no flashy moves, just control, just mastery. And Arthur thrives. He's not just a prodigy anymore, he's becoming something else, something better. But of course, peace never lasts long in this world. Another beast arrives, a rival. Sylvia hides Arthur and transforms into a breathtaking white dragon, ready to fight with everything she's got. But even she's not strong enough. She fights valiantly, but ultimately falls. With her last breath, she freezes time, pulls Arthur out of danger, and opens a rift. It's time for her to go. Sylvia's final gift to Arthur, glowing marks on his body, a mysterious feather, and an egg. She asks him to protect, not to destroy. And just like that, she's gone. Arthur wakes up in a forest, alone once more, but different, stronger, wiser, human. This isn't just an Isekai story. This is a rebirth. And Arthur, he's just getting started. And so, Rangers, his journey truly begins. Will Arthur use his power to conquer, or will he build something new? Stay tuned. Until next time, Rangers.